So she's seated in front of the mat. I had her sit, and we're releasing her onto the mat. With my right hand, I'm going to pat her chest and say, go to your mat. And then down. Good. And you're allowed to kind of push her back a little bit. Good. If she comes too far, and you saw what I just did, I kind of nudged her back. Because she needs to be not hanging off the mat, especially a mat that's this big. She has plenty of room to be on the mat. So now we're going to start doing things that would be difficult for any dog to handle. She's in a downstay on the mat. This downstay she's learned in the last 21 days on the mat is going to carry over to wherever you say down out in public as well, because she's learned it so well on this mat. So what we're doing is we're going to, there's a doorway there, there's gates going in and out of the yard, and so I'm going to leave the yard and come back. If you're going to ever do anything that's difficult for her to handle, it's okay to remind her what you want her to keep doing. So before I go inside the house, which is right there, I'm going to say down to remind her what to keep doing. I'm going to leave the yard, go in the house, close the door. Now I'm going to come back. She did very well, and she gets a reward. Good. Make sure she's not trying to take it out of your hand. You see how calm she is? She knows the rule of the game. Of course, at first she was trying to take it out of my hand, and I'd say no, and she wouldn't get it. Or I would give a little, say this is her muzzle. I would do that with her, and she'd have to back off. Then she got it. She would take it. So don't let her go back to doing what she used to do. You see how she's waiting now? You need to keep making sure that she's doing what you see on the video. So I went through the door there. Now I'm going to try going through this gate here. It's okay if she turns around and looks at me, but you don't want her body shifting. So her body stays forward, but it's okay if she looks, as long as her body stays straight. And I'm even going to lean down and pick this up, because this could be part of the distraction. And she gets up. You say no. Take the leash. Gently, but firmly, calmly, take her back. Put her back. And then we do it again. Down. No reward, because she made a mistake. Go out this gate. And I'm even going to go out this second gate here. And then I'll come right back. Very good. She gets a big piece. If she does something exceptional, give her a bigger piece, or give her 2 pieces instead of 1. Good for staying on that mat. Very good. Now there's another gate way far over there. I'm going to go through that. Down. All the way through this gate and out of the yard where she can't see me anymore. And then back again. Good. And if you want to say good from farther away as soon as you come back in the yard, that's fine, but definitely say good again. Good when you reward her, because we want the food associated with the word. Because later on, you're not going to be using the food so much. In a few more weeks, you're going to phase it out. So we have one more gate there, way over here. And you don't have to, you can just stay there and watch. I'm going to go around this corner. You don't have to show me going out the gate. Down. She can turn around and look, but she can't turn her body. Good. 2 pieces for that. Good. She's got to be really calm when you reward her. And you see the calm and the focus that's been developed in this 14-week-old puppy after just 21 days. So this also works in the house. We're doing it out in the yard because it's actually harder for her to do it in this yard. But when we come back to your house, you'll see how she can be on the mat, and she can be in the front room, in the living room, on the mat. You can leave the house, go outside, knock on the door, ring the doorbell. She can do all that stuff too, which we'll do at your house. But I wanted to show you out in the yard here because it's a great thing to do. In the yard, you can go farther away. You can also, anywhere, you can do this. Down. See, pressure on the leash. Good. Because most dogs, when they feel pressure on the leash, they come towards their owner. Down. You want to do it from different angles too, so you know she can handle it from all different angles. Good. It's just another way to test her solid downstay. Down. Not easy for a puppy to do, but she's done really well in 21 days. Good. So this is great to do in your yard. If you're not in a fenced yard, don't let go of the leash. If you want to do it in an unfenced area like a park or something, have a 30-foot long line or a 20-foot long line on her, but don't drop it, because she could easily jump up and run off. So you don't want to have that happen, of course. Always use a leash in public, but when you're going to take her off the mat, you just walk next to her, pat your leg and say, okay. Have her sit. If she doesn't sit right away, you don't ever repeat it, just apply a little bit of pressure, her butt will go down. All she knows is she heard it once and she ended up there. With your right hand, pat her chest and say, go. She's free. Make sure you take that mat up right away, because she's going to want to go hang out on the mat, because she loves this mat. And a lot of the power of doing this mat exercise is that she can only go on here with your permission, and she can only come off with your permission, just exactly like we just showed you. And it's not a doggy bed. This is an exercise that you do with her. Even if it's 5 minutes a day, it's very useful to do this. And once she's perfect in one setting, no matter where you go or what you do, she's perfect. It's time to move the mat to a different location.